Hi. Oh, you guys can't hear this. Hang on. Da, 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 da. I need to pause it, rewind it. Where's my... That one. And then I need to change you to you. Let's start that over, shall we? I didn't even close my menu stuff. Oh boy. Hello, 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 everybody. That was a beginning. It was a very interesting beginning, I must say. Let me just start something for bingo. It's not that obvious. I might cough a little bit. Work is rather dusty, and the weed has kicked in, so my throat is rather dry to boot. I'm drinking stuff, it doesn't matter, it's drying out. I've drank a lot of water today. Y'all be proud of me. I had like 1.5 liters instead of
Whoa,
half a liter.
that water's cold.
I'm actually having a cup of warm green tea. Let me say hello and things and like start with congrats, Hamlin, on first. You ought to clip the beginning. Someone's got to remember to tell me to clip the thingy. Congrats second to Const, and congrats third to Cass. Hello, Bridget. I see you hit a redeem there, and hello, Mendy, and hello, Hamlin, of course. I was laughing quite a bit because I looked and saw the unfiltered Odo, and I looked up and he just had his face in his ass, and I was like, oh no. That's why I had to make a little black bar. Stuff I need to hear, I can be like, and then it's here, and I'll just have to be like, okay, there we go, cover it up. Because my cat's a shit. I was laughing. Hello, everybody. How are you doing? How's your NYE? Thank you for marking that off because I I got home. I ate my last edible that's made by the, not me. And before I had dinner, so it's kicked in. So I am. There were some difficulties because I'm dumb, but it's okay. My brain is fried. I have been hydrating. I can't check that off. That's right, beans. We had beans and leggies. I saw that. And I need the. I'm marking this off because of how many times I'll probably say I'm high tonight. So yeah, I got some things we can look over. And when I get a little more comfy, I'll just so I don't want to repeat myself, I'll wait a little bit before we get to lots of things that have been on my brain. And I am now at the I'm free to not have to watch myself. I didn't get a severance package. But I did have my last day of work today. And I'm probably going to have a very sore throat tomorrow. Oh, yeah, there's no NDA. I was a public servant. Yeah. Stinky. I mean, technically, I guess that's what I'm called as a public servant. Say, work for the state. Sorry. This was a little ist was a little witchy. Somebody needs to translate that. My wrist is a little itchy. It's probably because I put gloves on. Yeah, let's look at some stuff. Cause reasons. Reasons. Where do I start here before I switch the screen? Oh, that'd be a good space right there. Okay, we can start with that picture and we'll go backwards. We're gonna look at some art. That I've created and may or may not have shared over the year. That's what I forgot to do to my picture last night. I forgot my fucking stripes. Oh my god. I knew something felt wrong. And I learned something yesterday. Might helped me. But yeah, over here. I did a thing where it was like, huh, what would Ginpu look like? This is where I ended up with, you know what? I'm just a fucking shapeshifter. But I like to look like a cat with dragon horns. The itty horns. But this one, I did use this design on my PNG tuber. It was my sneaky one. Because it's a striped polecat. And I was like, that's a striped animal. I can have a form for that. My little sneaky one. That one is what one's that? I don't know. Ears, tails, nose. Nose is rather large. Is this? I don't think that's the hyena one. Because they're striped hyenas. That may just be a fox, actually. I gotta just look. Hang on. Where's my... Thank you. Okay, that is the hyena. I had to think like, wait, what one is that? I don't even remember. And you know, there's striped hyenas. I was like, that could work. Of course, there's a sneck. These are the ones that I actually colored. I did several designs, to be honest, but these are the ones I liked the best. And I actually made a PNG snake tuber for the beginning of the year or whatever, for the became Year of the Snake. And this would be the full body of that. A quagga, which is kind of like a zebra. It was like, I could do that. The horn color could go here. It doesn't need to always have the horns, but it's like, I gotta like try to always represent most of the colors. The only one I have a tendency to ignore is the nose color. If they don't have a nose, it just doesn't get added. Like, you know, like a little snoot nose. There's an oryx. Also known as a gemsbok. Alos! What one's after? Oh. We do like our cryptids. So we have a Necomata. And I made a mouse. And a manta ray. Because that is one of my favorite sea creatures. Overall, yeah. The last day went a lot better than I could have expected, so I haven't talked about it yet just because I don't want to like say it like 3 times. I did a maned wolf. Oh, that'd be cool too. The whale sharks are awesome. A gator. I made a frog. I don't know why. It looks goofy as fuck. But I made the effort and I liked it enough to give it a little more. What did I do here on the waist? It's like the waist all of a sudden goes blip. And there was a fox. It's a bigger, floofier tail. I have a bunny. And I even made a bat. Um, where's Oh, this was I pulled this out. But yeah, hey, look at that over there. I have like a bunch of adopts that are still for sale over on my Ko-fi. I've had them there for a while. They're still $5, I think, until today's over. I forgot that was even there. Then we had the birthday stream announcement. This is just in some really weird fucking order. Why does the date have... That's not the date. That's the creation date. I don't want the creation date. I want the date modified. Motherfucker. Alright, I'm out of order. Okay, we'll do that. Made some emotes. My pew pew. I made something funny for Trace, which looks like this. I turned Ginpu also into a Baxid. I created stuff that I don't remember how I made it. Or what it was based off of. I think this was a ferret. Wait, is this coming back to me? A ferret, I think it was like a specific kind of alpaca. And a tree frog. This was a corgi, a sea dragon, a leafy sea dragon, an otter, and a red panda. Yep. I do that occasionally on Discord. I'll just be like, somebody give me an idea. And I do stupid things. This one I really liked. This one was a manta, a snake. I think the blue comes from a nudibranch, and it was an albino raven. Of course. Of course. I used to do some sketches like once a month for Patreon stuff. That was the birth of Pope Whatever's barbecue. Ribcage Pope barbecue. That's what it was. That was the pew, and then that got I threw this together because Esco is being a pain in the ass. I made these emotes for Trace, aka P-Seg. I love this one. This is the one I actually chose as like one of the things I really liked about my year of arts in general. This is for my birthday or near my birthday. It was one of the reveal things, and each one of these represents how many times I failed at Super Mario Land within the required amounts. Each one of these pictures also means that there was $5 spent. And most of it was Tina and Ryudo. We're sharing a brain cell. Mutt, myself, Ryudo. Then I did a few more of my tried to paint alongs with Bob Ross. I lost another another challenge, so I had to make a Diet Hassie. Another painting. Another Bob Ross painting. I wish I could actually find a fan brush that worked for the program that actually works like a real fan brush. Oh. I don't know why I have that in there. I was probably making something. And this is just like the condensed version of the Gremlin ref sheet that I was trying to have a model made for. The good news is I figure out how to use Blender this year coming up. I can do it myself. I just don't know how to rig worth of shit, so that's going to be fun. But otherwise, this is up like on Imgur, so I can give it to people when it's like, draw this one. This is the last 3 Patreon things I did. Art, art, art. This was draw from memory with Mutt back in March. Where we each drew our respective characters and then proceeded to promptly draw graffiti on the other. I like what I did to Mutt better. So I know how to use Maya. It's getting that knowledge into Blender, but one of classmates that I graduated with, and like I guess he might have done it in 2022, like shortly after me, one semester later. He works as like a professor there, and he was doing a free Blender class this summer, and I have the VODs to still watch, and I've been wanting to freaking watch them. I was always worried about getting enough hours in at work and stuff that I just didn't have the energy to do other stuff. This had something to do with Dante. Rita wanted us to draw Dante, and I think it was Rita, and he was describing it. No, it was Retro. Retro Heart did. And I had to describe it to us because I honestly didn't know what Dante looked like. I was like drawing Mario. Drawing Yoshi. Turnip Boy. I'm like, I don't even remember who the fuck this is. Jason. A Punch. And we had to draw Peppino. Bubsy. I see a cat and I see a monkey on the left and a cat on the right. Getting turned. Do I have to look it up? I might have context that I don't remember. And this is us trying to figure out Glover at a rave. Oh no, this isn't even from memory anymore. This is us just doing some prompts, I think, that I had laying around. Or we turned it into like on the spot prompts. Pikachu in a Bubsy shirt. Just the same two paintings from earlier because I got around to uploading them and watermarking everything. I don't need to see that over and over. I made myself several emotes with these two being animated. Back to Dante. I commissioned Dubs to make this icon for me. And I have it in here because I put it's the one that I'm using everywhere. I put the gray flag on there. Because non-binary already got most of its colors represented. That's why I put the yellow around it. And that was just for uploading. I don't remember. Juker's eating a pizza. That was Juker. I forget. Yeah, Juker pizza. I don't remember. I think I lost the challenge again. And then we actually made this version of the PNG tuber for the Fugi. Because Juker. And I made Corn Dan his own Fugi. Corn Dan's cool. He filled in for birthday pit. And he has the same birthday as me. So it was like, I think it was like, I don't remember what our team name was, but yeah, I don't remember all my team names. Anyway, then we had my birthday stream earlier that day. Yeah, birthday arcade pit with Corn Dan, Burrito, and Mutt. Be there, don't. I'm not your mom. There's adoptables. Here's other adopts that I have on my toy house. It's like this is just everything my upload folder. This was afterwards. I was like, oh yeah, we gotta add the smoke. So it's even better then. Retro shows up just as the bunny comes up on screen. This is my real friend Cho's bunny rabbit. sauna and me being a little gremlin on her. Our characters have had a long history of interactions and stuff. This is a big role reversal because usually she's always been the gremlin. In your defense, and Cho drew this, and I asked her, I think, did she draw? She scribbled it on stream or something, and then sent me a picture of it. And while she was still doing some art on stream, I sent it back, going, "Look what I did." I turned Ginpu into a yinglet last year. This was just me doing a goofy picture this year. I still don't think my colors were bright enough for my, or it's very dull looking to me. But whatever. It still's nice. This was season 6, episode 9 of Bob Pooh Ross. That's all I could tell you. So what I'd do is I'd ask people to give me this time of year, at this time of day, occurring completely in this, within this Ginpu stream. Could be. But I would ask people for 2 different numbers between like 1 and whatever, and basically it was the season and the episode numbers, and whatever first 2 answers I got, I just pulled that video and went with it. And then I drew Snubsy. Instead of Snubsy just being a combination of emotes created by Bridget, I decided I would combine them like this. And then, of course, shared it with everybody. Hey, Stormy. This is one of our drawing things. I made Ryudo a birthday present, and this is what started me with putting the Akuma shirt on him. Because it was the only one I could think of from memory. And then we unfortunately lost Chizu. So this was her little thingy, which I then made another one that's pixels down there. But this was the original. There we go. There's probably a couple different versions because I'm having issues when I export things. I was commissioned to create a character. I typically don't take these on. I have to feel comfortable enough with you. Because it's like, I always feel weird about it. But I do it. I do create characters from time to time for others, as long as there's a good understanding in general, like, you know what you're getting from me, right? And all these things. It's like, I don't want to go through the process of trying to create a character and then already spent all that time researching and doing things, and then you weren't happy with it because we weren't clear on how it would actually look in my style. So I'm very nervous about that kind of stuff. Cho did come back to streaming for a little bit earlier this year and commissioned me to make a few PNG tubers for her. And I even set them up in VOD and sent her the setup file with them, like how I suggested they should be set up, but she was free to change it as she wanted. Marchizu. I forget why this happened. Oh, right. This was Professor Ryudo. We were trying to figure out some sauna or something for him. This was just one of the things I came up with. This is just me putting the mirroring on in quads or whatever. How many? What is this one? Eighths, oct, whatever the fuck it's called. Anyway, and then I just started drawing weird lines and shapes and stuff, and it just. I do weird things that just get like really detailed sometimes. Oops, you're not allowed to play. I drew mutt. I drew a bunch of other stuff. This was from memory. I had to draw Junior, Hubert, Bob from Helvetii. This is what I thought. This is what Bob really looks like. Spyro, a Hooters girl from Gainesville, Florida. One of the guys from Punch Out. Plock. This is what I thought he looked like. This is what he really looked like. Pepsi Man. That annoying owl from Ocarina of Time, I think is what Mutt called it. This was the Uncle Chop's robot shop, but that's really what the head looks like. This is what Meryl, the Chrono Trigger girl. I forget her name, but I couldn't remember which one she was. And when they tried to explain Marl, okay, when it was trying to be explained to me, I'm like, what? And Jim, I got pretty much all I did was when I actually looked to see what he looked like, it was me adding the color to it, but I got him pretty much on spot. And I don't know if I've ever actually played any of them. Get yourself some food. Alrighty. And then I tried to do this, which nobody really took advantage of. Like I offered like symmetrical headshots. I was gonna do them in stream, but nobody bit, so I was like, I don't know. Like I'm always open for comms. I just happen to give away a lot of stuff. Like I made that for Rajax for his birthday, or their birthday. Its birthday. Is Cinder. So I was putting his reference sheet up on the art site, Toy House, so that when I try to have people draw things, it's like, here they are. I have to update it because his tail don't look like that no more. And it's about that long. And then I did some art fight stuff. This was for Just Caitlin. This I thought was an adorable creature, so I had to draw it. This I did for Mandy. Because goats are neat. There's another interesting creature character I had stumbled across. Another interesting critter. And I did one of Zito's things. And I got to draw a fuzzy shrimp. Antler noodle. I found out was doing stuff. I've seen him around the streaming spaces. And then Cinder gets the knife. And Cinder gets his own emote. I made a couple versions of that for Juker. And then I did have an off-stream one where these are commissions of Zai's cats. It was like, how can you make them look different? It's like, give me pictures of all of them. And I stared at the cats for a bit to get their different faces and head shapes and ears, and like Danny had some white whiskers that were, you know, like one of his eyebrow whiskers was white and some of his face ones were, and he had a collar. Then Abby had a little bit of white hair, and since she's female, Abby's whole head itself is a bit smaller, and she didn't have any white whiskers. And then the Charlie one, I don't know, I just made this one look way too cute. Charlie's also got the little ear tufts. He's just all black with the different colored green eyes. They're all siblings. Again, a couple different things. And then I made a high emote for Bridget's birthday. Watermarked it. What? Oh, this is colored outlines. That's black outlines. I'm like, what changed? I kind of updated my Digimon a little bit. I just felt like drawing something that was big and goofy and sitting down. And that would be Namakemon. And I think the only thing I changed about it was his eye color. I made it much brighter than it was before. But he's my fake Digimon. One of the few things I've made a critter out of. I based him off of, you know, a ground sloth and a Procoptodon and a terrier. This arcade pit stuff. This is where Ryudo's sonic leg licking comes from. This is what spurred it on. I, however, did not create the leg licking Fugi. I believe that was Wobbly. This was pit in August, I think. Oh, some of it was April, some of it is August. Yeah, because I know this one, the 3 Kirby's in a trench coat, that was definitely August. I think the Mario Sunshine one was August. He was August. Yeah, because this was drawbridge. This was quad draw. No, this is quad, and then this was palette box. So then this would have been the quad draw with. Oh, and this one was just a regular drawbridge. And these are the ones from April. Pit practice between Mutt and I again. Why doesn't anything make sense here? Was that my page? I thought Mutt did it too. How do I only have one pit? Maybe I did it all by myself. I did it all myself that time. And then I updated some of my characters because they didn't have proper reference sheets. This is one of my guys. This is my, this is Toma. I love her. I made a brush specifically to pull this off because after doing the ears and the skin and stuff, I'm like, oh god, this is too much. I'm making a brush to do this. There's one little Danber. He's an Aardwolf. And then I made a little Salem for Boix's birthday. A little uwu. That's them, and that's just Kat asked me to make her a knife. And she even was like, the necklace and the nails would be this specific color, a Miku color. And then I overdid things and I made myself a Fugi version for when we do Trio de Neo, which should resume next month, maybe? Of course, I made it animated, and I want to talk. I made Dubs a really cute thing. It's like black lines, colored lines. I had a moment. I'm better. I decided to redraw something to even show like the various forms of how my Sana, my character, has evolved. Where this one I kind of just call the old version and she gets her own life now. Ding. It's just a different file format. Then we did some Emotober stuff. That was dead. And then we had a ghost. A zombie. A vampire. And then those bunch. Then we had the devil. There's a wolf. I had fun with that one. A lot of people like the witch one. Undead came up, so I decided to make the Jianxi. And then I used it as a icon. We had a door. So I had to do a Shelley Duvall thing. A knife. Brain. Melting brain specifically for me. Somebody peeking. Magic I got really lazy with and just used a couple brushes. Okay. Coffin. A drink. I realized what I did wrong with the drink. Like, I made the straw split, but I forgot to split that one, but then I also think I split things, refracted them the wrong way. But yeah. And I was commissioned to make a dry zany. And then I drank a little bit one night and drew stuff because people were kind enough to show up. And then I, of course, saved everything and sent them off separately. Oh, there's my Ginpu again with no watermark. It's like the little thing is just a bunch of swirly colors. Not there, here. Got little dingle bells. Look at that face. It's adorable. I say resaved that for the year end of year thing. Yeah, that's what it was. I made a couple pixel emotes or pixel things. This I didn't animate this sheet because some are animated, some aren't, for several different people. I was having a slightly stressful time. Just that. So I made a Lofi, which if you're on Juker's Discord, you can use it. That one, and the bigger version. I made Boix during midnight before dogs cast. Cause I made the rest of the crew and I was like, oh shit, I forgot to do Boix and Retro. But I had made Callie. I made the Hyper Bun Buster thingy. Cass's character. I always forget her name. I made a Dubs. I made a me. I made Hoot's new character for his game. I made a flannel cat. Okay, it's staying zoomed in. I should just do that. I made a curbsker. There we go. There's a better Lofi. I actually went in there. I was like, let's put a little color here, one little pixel here. This one was actually fun to do. I made Mendy. I made a Mutt. I made a Retro. I made Ryudo. And he's got his shirt that I like to draw. Hello, Callie. I made a Los. I made a Tina Hacks. And this is the watermarked one. That's all the upload art stuff. That's pretty much everything. I can... Oh yeah, I can show something else. Which folder is that? Go here, and we're gonna go to the Twitch stuff. This one. And then we had all the little pixel squishables that I put together. dragon moth, the sage moth. These are the clouds that I used for the layout. Different ones that move at different speeds. I made several clouds and then I picked out which ones I actually like the best from there. That's the layers that I did for the bottom. Oops. Ignore that. You didn't see that. It's not here yet. I got a poodle moth. We got a bee cat. He's not here yet either. She's not here yet. We have a hawk moth. The wildcat. My tarantula's somewhere around. Rosy maple moth. My power washer. My okapi. My more orchid mantis. A luna moth. Lucas. A love bug. Little kitty big city. Big jumping spider. I don't even think you can see him on camera. This guy's on my bed. This is my golden tiger. And then we have Froggo. Another frog. This is just a frog. That's actually Froggo. A strawberry cow. Clovis, who's my 40-year-old stuffed animal. 40 plus years old. A cannoli that I sleep with every night because it's the right shape to hold. My little ace bat that Plush Mayhem made, I was able to get before tariffs got in the way. My axolotl. Yeah, the cannoli is retired. I'm gonna have to get something new soon because he's looking pretty rough. This is my axolotl, I call it, because I got it during my first outing in years. I went to a witch psychic fair. I don't know why I can't think of what it's called. Went to a psychic fair with my friends. There was a person that just had these pink and black axolotls, and they were so cute, and I just wanted it. And then I call him my axolotl because he's good for when I'm feeling anxious. I just grab him. I have Atul, or Uncle Atul. Undo from that other thing. Another game I played. What's the end of that? Poop. But I have one of these things. I need to pull up Steam because I don't remember what some of these are. I'll just pull this over here so it's not in the way. Like the very first one, I'm trying to remember, like, why do I have that? What is that? Did I finish this game? No, I did finish this game. I have the itch license on it. Okay. I don't remember everything about this, but this is kind of like a little Zelda-like. I remember there were books. You were finding this library after place. It was made by one person, open world adventure game. Silly characters, terrible secrets. And try very, very hard not to break reality. Or don't. You do you. It was pretty good. I couldn't think of a B word. I need a B word to take over that spot. So we got like super, then we got awesome, and then we got B. Cromulent and dog water. That's my ranking. I know how it is. It's good. The B is silent. Game about digging a hole. Yeah, it's better than average. Exactly. Because cromulent is average. April, the game about digging a hole. I had a lot of fun with that. It's short, interesting ending. But it's fun to dig a hole. And keep digging a hole, and keep digging a hole, and keep digging a hole, because you don't have to end. April Grove. I remember that one being really cute. And I just never ran across a specific character. But I think Mutt didn't run across something too, so. This one, we're gonna give it a better than average. A webbing journey is on my list to get back to. It was fun. I do want to get back to it. So I guess really if I want to get back to it, then that goes in A. But yeah, we will get back to playing a webbing journey next year. It's on my I need to fucking finish this shit, and guess what? I'll have plenty of time. So if you didn't know, today was my last day of work at a place that I've worked for 16 years. Just short of 16 years. I'm okay. I was thinking of words to trying to find words, but they're not really working right now, so I need to fix that. Let's go back to the game, shall we? Baby steps. I really love it. I don't care. It's super. I don't care how angry it makes you. It's awesome. It's fun. I have to finish it. We have to get Nate up that fucking mountain. Sing and make his damn wish. Blueprints. I think I only technically won it once, but I was unlocking more things. And then I just didn't get back to it. But still, it's a very, very good game. I'm not sick enough to like sick with it, sick enough to try to 100% that shit. um Boogie Hunters. I was given a key for this. I thought it sounded interesting, so we played it. Honestly, I don't even think we played any dog water this year. Now dog water feels too hard, but that's where I would put this one. Cause it's okay. It had a bunch of cryptids in it, and it was like a deck builder, but there was just so much traveling. It just felt weird. I don't know, it just bounced off me. And then we had the anniversary edition of Boulder Dash. It's Boulder Dash. Honestly, it didn't seem much different than when I played it on the Apple IIe or the Commodore back in the 80s, so. Camper van, I remember having a cute little story. It's a little organizational thing. And you live in a camper or whatever, and it's like going through stages of life. And trying to tell a little story like how unpacking does. It was cute. I probably shouldn't have put this on here as I didn't finish it, but I was having some fun with it. Cat's Quest, I'll probably just have to restart it when we get back to it because I won't remember where the hell I am. But I also should see how many hours I have in it before I consider restarting it. Whoops, sorry. Library. Cat. Got 3.5 hours in it. Maybe I won't restart it. It's Cat's Quest. It had a little bit, I remember it had a little something different that I thought was better than the other games. So we're gonna give it pretty awesome. Clickmage was a cute little game. It was cromulent. There's nothing wrong with it. You just clicked. I mean, it's what it says it is. And people were like screaming about it, like, oh, there's no automation. It's like, it's what it says it is. You do enough things to create a thing to get off the island you've been stranded on. Copycat. I absolutely love the story. I remember it did make me cry. I just muted everything so nobody could hear me. Because the topics it hit on were very close to home. um, but it's really good storytelling. There's not really that much like gameplay per se, like nothing that's too difficult. And it's got its own little charm and jank to it. But the story is just that good. Parkkeeper is a fun little time. I like games. Did you know that? I'm sure that was on last year's card too, because I have played it over the last couple years. Cram Physics Deluxe. It was recommended. And Fizz already owned it, so I could just use it with the family share thing. And I played it to its entirety because I really, really liked it. Dotson. Detective Dotson. I liked it overall. But it's gonna have to... It goes here for one reason. I had gotten it for the Switch. And maybe the intention was by having it on the Switch that you would do the touch screen, but the controls were complete butt cheeks on the for the Switch to use the controller part, which I had to do if I was streaming it. It just did not translate well to console, strictly controller. Dumbkeeper, better than average. It's just another roguelite. Ginpu's Cromulent is a game. It's a little old. But it's fine. You want something really, really chill? Dwarf Romantic still gets up there with... I think this is like still like my one of favorite. Now I'll give it an awesome. And this is a nice chill little tile matching thing. Dredge was really good. I didn't know what to expect. I'm happy. Just because it wears on me every now and then with the way the game actually generates terrain and stuff. But DRG is still better than average. Survivor's kind of fun. But this is better with people. I don't know, it's hard to say. They're both good. We got to do both Duck Detectives. They're cute. They're just little detective games. But they're fun, they're adorable, they're not that long. And they're goofy. Dungeon Crawler. It has to get an S just because I still play it most nights on my iPad. I've played it on stream a bit. I don't know, it just hits the right serotonin makers for me. The Electrifying Incident. I gotta finish it. But so far it's better than average. Aurora Everdeep. Another game I haven't finished. It's got votes on it though. So that'll be, I think that's the third one I'll be trying to complete next month. Because right now, one I haven't even started isn't even on here. Yeah, that just made sense. GeoGuessr's Cromulent. What makes GeoGuessr fun is chat likes it, chat starts talking, chat gets active. That makes streamer brain happy. And then streamer has more fun because chat's having fun, and chat's having more fun because streamer's having fun. I'll have to go better than average because it's still in early access for Goblin Cleanup and could still use some more tweaking and updates and whatnot. But I do like the way it's going. As long as it stays on there, I expect next year it'll hit the awesome category, if not higher. Grandma No. This one was fucking hilarious. It was physics-based. I just couldn't get one achievement, I think, for some reason. But yeah, that one was good. I laughed plenty. Humans. This is a cute little stealthy game. I'm giving it better than average just because I haven't finished it. I put Cass's game in here on purpose. Hyper Bun Buster Rocket Hammer Action, that's what it's called. And Cass Mink's game, this she premiered this for Sage this year. And as soon as the demos was available, I was like over there and downloading it. And then I played it on stream and she stopped by. And I think it's awesome already. It can only get better. Islanders. Which one was Islanders? I think I know which one this is, but I need to. Is Landers. Because it's only $1.50 right now. Oh, okay, that's the one it was. You just like construct little biomes and stuff and try to make a higher score. Oh, it was cute. I give it a better than average. Isopod. So far, I was having a blast with this, but like lots of other things, I haven't finished it yet. But it started off awesome until I hit that snag. So hang on. I hit a snag that was hard to execute. Until I get past that, I'm sorry, I gotta take a point away. Was this seat taken? Logic puzzle. Actually, I liked it. I liked it a lot. Had to think, but it was fun. Highly recommend that one. Just Card Things, also very cute, very silly, and I'll call it awesome because you can poop on everything. You can poop on cars and they explode. I played some Little Kitty Big City this year because it had a little update and let you customize your cat and stuff. So I customized Little Kitty to look more like Chizu. Spent quite a bit of time on that. And then we 100%ed the game. Because I didn't finish it, I have to put it in better than average, but I like the direction Little Rocket Lab is going in. It's the mini automation game. It's adorable. I like it. It's fun. We all know this one's dog water, but we keep playing it. I'm kidding. It's just cromulent. The more fun parts is like the game by itself. I don't care about the game by itself. Playing it with my friends, that's the fun part. Playing with randos, playing with my friends, yes. That's the only reason I have it is because like to play with them. Make Room is made by Kenny. It's cute. It's organizational. It's good. You like organization stuff? Great. It just doesn't like it's more sandboxy than I thought it was going to be, which is why I'm just calling it good. I thought they'd have more tasks on, hey, design this thing this way. Minecraft is Minecraft. Minecraft's always Minecraft. I do kind of want to play more. Honestly, this one probably does fit the puppy water category. It could have been good, but it just didn't feel right. Monster Mop-Up, that was a fucking blast because of who I played with. So it's a better than average. Necograms. It's just a cat fitting puzzle thing. It's cromulent. It's got cats, it's cute. Because of who I'm playing this with, this one gets to go up here and awesome. It helps to have two awesome people to play with and have fun. I didn't get too far in Oblivion. I was having fun with it. It was just like, it was like Skyrim, right? And then, you know, Bethesda did some shitty things and I just haven't been able to bring myself to touch it since. Another game I'll have to finish out and about. It is really cute. You do like a bunch of plant stuff and make things. And I didn't get back to it. Because I think it's still in early access, which is one of the reasons I like kind of like, it's okay, it's okay. This game really does belong here because it's a bad, janky as all hell game. But my god, I had a lot of fun with on this one. So I'll give it a better than average because that puts it right in between where I want to put it. You both have it, you play with another person, you each have a paddle, and it's just like trying to navigate as a team. Holly is better than average, awesome. I haven't gotten back to it either. The story was getting really good. I remember that much. Since I haven't finished the story, we're gonna just put it in better than average because reasons. Peak. A lot of people really like Peak. I don't know where to really fit it. I guess the few times I play it is just who I end up playing with. I don't know. I like Repo better. So you know what? I'm calling it cromulent. I mean, part of it might have to do with my own dislike of heights, that it's not the best feeling game for me. Pesticide not required. That was, somebody gave this to me. It was like Vampire Survivors, if I remember correct. It was cromulent. It was fun. It was cute, but I don't need to do tons of it. This is another one of those, the game itself is okay. Phasmo, it's who I play it with that makes it fun. Power Wash, of course, even years later, awesome. Super duper, same thing, Power Wash 2. This shouldn't even be here. I accidentally put the retro in there. We all know retro is dog water. I kid. This is one of the Return to Monkey Islands. It was the last one. So Return to Monkey Island, or whichever the fourth, fifth game was. I thought it was better than... Overall, it was better than average. What? Not you. I am very excited for... Well, I don't even remember what I put down. Oh, Monkey Island. That one wasn't that bad. Rita, I'm excited for this one, even though I've only played a demo. I'm already calling it awesome because I had a lot of fun. It was like figuring out spelling stuff and whatnot. Rivertown is kind of Tetris, making, you know, fitting Tetrarinos together and trying to meet all the missions that are assigned to you, or like, you know, the goals and whatnot. This one I remember I got. I was offered a key and I was like, it sounds good. And I actually had a lot of fun with it. It was called Ronnie's Climb. It wasn't too long, but it was adorable. It was little pixel art and it was fun. And you upgraded yourself along the way. Rhodosaurus. I still think this one is awesome. And you know what? It's free. Sea of Thieves, I'll go with a better than average. But it's definitely I won't play that alone. But the crew that I played with would be, you know, my husband and his friend. And sometimes other people, but it was the core part was basically just us. I had lots of fun with that. Ship Incorporated. It was okay. Slime Rancher 2, we have to, again, I can't say right now. My thoughts were cromulent. It was Slime Rancher, just another one. I didn't feel like anything was particularly different from the first one, but I have to get back and finish it. Spilled was awesome. Cute indie game about cleaning up the dirty ocean, dirty waterways and whatnot. Spiritfarer, I love Spiritfarer. Spiritfarer, super duper awesome. Highly recommend it. It'll take you a few days to get through. Bring your tissues. Spirits Pops is basically a Pokemon Puzzle League. I thought it was awesome. Oh. The last time I played, I think it kind of works, but it needed more balancing. If they can get the balance, you know, get some things better in the game, I just haven't gone back to it. That's really what I have to do, is put it there, because I don't know where else to put it. I haven't played it in a while. Squeakgrass, 100% of that bish. That's all I gotta say. Super Mario 64. I played it for the first time ever. I have to call it better than average. It's like somewhere in between here. I don't want to give it an A. That's all I know, is I don't want to give it an A. The Supermarket Simulator. I thought I would like it more than I did. And I hate that I just don't like it enough to play by myself. Oh, Supermarket Together. That was actually fun with a bunch of people. Which Monkey Island's that? This is the crappy one, isn't it? Oh, that's Tales of Monkey Island. Okay. The other one was Return to Monkey Island. Tales, that was the Telltale one. Okay. I had a lot of fun with those. The puzzles were a little easier for me. The whatever the hell it is. They were. We'll give them that. The Looker, it's free. It's funny. It's fun. Pass Within. I'm a little torn, but I think it belongs here as better than average because you do need to be playing with somebody else. And you guys have to start at about the same exact time. And there's no networking. You just have to be able to talk to each other while you're doing this. And we still have to play it through a second time. Spirit and the Mouse. I really liked this one. It was cute. The story was cute. Tiny Bookshop, better than average because we got to get back to it. Trash Goblin so far has been cromulent. I have to get back to it. Unbox the Room. We already finished. That was like unpacking. It was all right. Unpacking was better. I'm sorry. Urban Jungle. See, it's getting better than average, and this is, of course, my opinions. Nah, I like the overall story better. It goes up higher. Sorry. And the logic puzzle parts of it were good too. We gotta basically put the plants in the right places and make them as happy as possible to progress the story. Raven's story, I thought that was pretty good. The controls are a little weird because it does kind of... It didn't make it clear that it would like auto aim some things to make your life easier so that you would actually be traveling the speeds I guess they wanted you to travel. But it was a little disconnecting and it's just like, I don't know. Overall, I thought Wednesdays was better than average. I still highly recommend it because the style... No, we're going to stick it up here. The style was nice. It was a serious topic. Very serious topic, but it's good. Worm was a lot of fun. It was really short, though. I wish it was a little longer. And sometimes it's a little weird, like, trying to coordinate for me. Someone that might have better coordination might have had a little bit more fun than me, but I did have quite a bit of fun overall. Witching Stone, Ryudo loves this game. I just... I don't know, it's got good music, but... I think it's just the gameplay mechanics that just don't vibe with me well. Wonder Boy, we have to finish that. It's basically just replaying the old game with some tweaks and stuff. We have to finish it so it sits at better than average again. Yellow Taxi, it's Mario but you're a car, so you have to drive and jump and stuff. Mario 64. It's fun. I gotta finish it. Triforce Heroes. Cromulent. Why? Just cromulent because, you know, you can't play unless there's 3 people to start with. Because there's not much to the solo mode. The game itself wasn't overly fun for me, but I played because I was having a fun time playing with my friends. But it was grindy. If you wanted to have certain outfits, you would have had to like replay everything over and over, and we at least chose to just get the story over with instead. And you hurt your friends at times, and even if you don't mean it, but overall, I still think it was okay. The people I played with made it much better. I need something to loosen my tongue a little. We did Gartic this year? Hang on, I need to go look at that folder. Was that this year? If it was this year, I'll bring it up. Oh yeah, it was my birthday. Okay. You come out of here though. And then I'll show everybody that. You go there. I don't remember everybody who participated. I know Hamlin participated. I participated. Mutt was there, I think, at some point. But it was my birthday when we did this. And these are in no particular order. Caitlin was there, and Milk, Grumpy Old Milk was there. I can't even tell you what any of these creations are. Okay, Mutt did the head there. I don't remember anything else, though. I don't think I had a hand in any of that one. I don't remember which particular thing this is, but... Oh, okay, we had Ragex there too. I think it goes through like what you started with and what it became. This is just regular Gartic phone. Kirby's still Kirby. Fucking Mutt. That's why we can't have pretty things. And this is one where you start with a shape and then it goes around and everybody adds to it. And you have to draw it yourself. Caitlin did a pride flag, so we all had fun with that one. I knew what Ragex was going for with that face. And I saw it, I was like, oh, I know what this is. This is the start of a yinglet. Mutt just did a bunch of weird lines. What's her Bubsy butt cheek? All it says is JoJo, but Gromit is a stand. This is like, we write prompts and then everybody works on it from there. Are we looking at transparent pancake, stars in his eyes or something? Cake. I couldn't read it. Ginpu and the Masters of the Universe. Dolphin diving off a diving board. I don't remember who was here for these, but we had some interesting things. Okay, I can see, I know some of the people that were here just from looking at these things. So this is the one with Hamlin, myself, Retro, Milk. So I think everybody went with a skull from that. What's your favorite animal? Cheetah, baby goat, or lamb, bunny, manta ray. Mascot war. My answer is neither. Date is a goblin, draw a date. Just painting my husband green. Things that nobody likes to eat but you. Bubsy Puss. This one. Ichi, the hero we deserve. That was fun. I need to get a drink. I got through all that. I promised you guys some stories, didn't I? That's what I need to get a drink for. Give me a moment to get up and take a break. I want to come back. We'll do a little more chit chat in while I do something else. I don't even know what to do. Like, do I be like, hey, do you guys want me to play this, or should I play that, or what should I do? I thought I would be more up for talking, but I need assistance with that. So I was like, I don't know what to do. I need to figure that out. I need a little bit of sugar. A couple things. We'll replay this when I get back. Yeah, hey, if you've been here any part of this last 2 hours and you're not following, please do. Fellows here are anonymous. It means you won't get called out for it. I greatly appreciate them. I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna stretch, grab another drink. Well, you know, a different drink instead of just the water. And figure out what we do when I get back. So yeah, I'll see you in about 3. I'm just gonna push the ads through.